Mondays with Myra. Live life forward and share wisdom back. Hi, welcome to Mondays with Myra. This is Dr. Myra Fernandez, your hostess. I am so happy you're joining us again. Today is a very special day. It is the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was an extraordinary man who answered the call. He took it seriously, and he made a difference for so many people around the world who follow in his footsteps of wisdom and serenity, and lots of other qualities he had. Today, I also want to celebrate another man that had serenity, had wisdom, had what we call in Spanish, ganas. He wanted to get it done, and he did. And his name is Jackie Robinson. He was my idol growing up because when I was 9 years old and living in the barrio, without any hopes of becoming a teacher, that's what I wanted to be, as a teacher. I had my friends come to play, and I had them be my students, and they weren't quite too fond of that. They had enough in school, but I loved it and I wanted it. But I had some really people in my life that said, no, you're poor. You're not going to be able to be a teacher because you have to go to college, and college is expensive, and only rich people go to college. So I was so despondent how I was going to make it to college, how I was going to make it to be a teacher. Then one day, my mom takes my sister and me to Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, and we got to see Jackie Robinson play. What a day that was for me. It changed my life. Now, things weren't pleasant. You had the Giant fans and the Yankee fans throwing things at him, rotten tomatoes. Let me give you a pause here. I was brought up in New York City. Dodger fans and Giant fans and Yankee fans were all at each other. Really bad. Imagine all three teams in the same city. So back to Ebbets Field. And what I saw was a man that stood straight and tall and had a bat in his hand, and he didn't use it for violence. He just hit the ball. And I just want to stop there too to tell you that I'm Dominican. And baseball for Dominicans is like, ooh, a religion. Okay. We're very religious. But, aside from that, it's very, very important to us. So that to see Jackie Robinson get up there, and what you hear is my puppy who wants to protect me. All right, so here he was, and he had the bat. Didn't matter that all these people were doing what they were doing to him and saying what they were doing to him, and all kinds of, you can imagine. But he kept his serenity, and he hit that ball, and he got on base, and then he stole the base, and then he stole another base, and he got home. He did what he was called to do, to be a great Dodger player, a baseball player, no matter what color. He did what he was called to do. So, what did I think then? I figured that if he did what he did, he opened a door. And many Black players have gone through that door. And somehow I slipped in, because I knew that on the other side was my dream. And it came true. And I had students that have come back to me and told me all these wonderful things that have happened to them. That today I graduated and I'm an engineer. that I received a $100,000 scholarship and I owe it to you. Lots of reports like that. And what else could a teacher want? But to see her students happy and successful. And here comes another one that wants to see himself happy and successful. And his name is Ash. The nurse at the vet's where I picked him up because he had been abandoned there, said, maybe I should call him Ash because he has an ash. See, he's got the ash looking mark. And so I guess he's a Catholic dog, and his name is Ash. So back to my dream come true. I was a teacher. Another dream I had was a dream of becoming a published writer. And one day when I was part of the Rainbow Coalition, the Rainbow team that cleaned up after the Watts riots, one man said to me, you should be so lucky that what happened, you should be, not he didn't use the word lucky, he said he should be very proud that none of the schools were closed during the riots. And I said, of course. What is a school to a child or teenagers or whomever? They're the place where during the time they were in school, they received definitely 2 meals a day. They received hope that their dreams would come true. They received safety. So of course they're going to not touch the schools and violate the good that the schools did. And I was proud of them. My poem about that experience was published in the Los Angeles Times. But today I'm going to read a poem from my book called Barrio Teacher, that gentleman that was cleaning the streets with me said, you should be proud to be a teacher. And I said, who else is going to tell the story but us teachers? And I'm a writer. So my first published book, I want to tell you, I had to pay for it, but I sold over 4,000 books in 3 months. Yes. So this is the third printing. And I will read, I just want to tell you that I dedicated my book to my great teachers that I had and to Jackie Robinson. And then one of the poems at the very beginning is called To Jackie Robinson. As a little girl in Spanish Harlem, I longed to be a teacher. I'd play at it, drive my friends crazy. Elders laugh at me. You must be rich to be a teacher. The ornery part of me will not buy into their cynicism. So I fan my dream, look for role models. Jackie Robinson stands on the mound one spring day and changes my life. He made it, I can too. Today, 26 years after the dream fulfilled, with Jackie's essence hovering around me, I stand on the mound, another first day of school. Behind me, a bulletin board dedicated to that great baseball player and the I can philosophy for my barrio students. I still want to pinch myself to see if I'm awake. It's been quite a quarter century, many home runs, many strikeouts, but what a game has been played. What an adventure. More joy than I could have ever imagined as a little girl with a dream bigger than she was. Thank you, Jackie Robinson. So, it's what I've told you before, and if you're a first-time viewer, I will tell you, we are all called to do extraordinary things. Yes, we're ordinary, but not to want to help somebody else, not to make this world a better place. And how best to do it? Well, do you know? Is it baking cookies? Is it going to the neighbor? Is it helping the Red Cross during these extraordinary times of people needing help because of the fires in Los Angeles? Do you know in your heart what needs to be done to become and to continue to be a wise elder? Because we need you. I need you. I need to hear your stories. You heard mine. And I could help you publish them if you want. Hey, what about a book with all your stories in it and call it Mondays with Myra? How original can that be? I know you can do it. And I can help you. So, until next week, think of something that you can do, and maybe you could write to me about it. Tell me something that you have done. I know how wonderful you are. And you know why I know? Because your grandson opens the door for me. Your granddaughter smiles at me and doesn't run away when I tell her what a beautiful baby she has. I always know how they were treated by their grandparents, by how they treat me at the checker stand. I got a free bag from one of the checkers. And I know it was because he sees his grandma in me. So go around now and smile at people. And it doesn't matter what physical condition you're in. We're all beautiful in our own way. I could start singing for you. Everybody's beautiful in his own way. Okay, I hope you didn't mind that. Anyway, I'll see you next week where I'll have another big surprise for you about how we have fun. Never forget that. It doesn't have to be serious. You can just have fun. And I'll see you next week. In the meantime, Mondays with Myra, 10 o'clock Pacific. Tell everybody else so we can have this giant community of people having fun, becoming wise elders, or transmitting our elderhood to the next generation. Fun. Oh, thumbs, fingers, whatever you call this. Got to be with the times, people. All right. Love you all and many blessings upon you. Until next Monday. Goodbye. Say goodbye, sweetie. See, he's trying to be nice. Love you, right? Yeah, see, he does love me. Bye-bye. Mondays with Myra. Live life forward and share wisdom back.